So here we are, coming direct, not live, from Carley Woods. This is our kind of interactive third Wednesday TV that we've been doing, and there's more of us in the woods today, which has been tricky on the social distancing side, but we've kept it together, and we've kept 2 meters away from each other. And yeah, it's been a really good morning. So we started this morning in the circle. What happened in the circle?
Oh, it was full. It was full. We had Lego.
We did. We had the young tribe join us
We had
today.
the young tribe. Yes.
We did. We
The
had
nettle cake looks very delicious.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness,
That looked good.
that nettle
You're very
cake.
hungry. And actually, we've got some nettles behind you.
Nettle cake.
A wand.
Oh, we had a witch.
Bit of magic going on,
Magic.
didn't we? Bit of Harry Potter.
Thank goodness you knew how to interpret.
Yeah, I do know some of my spells, but I'm a bit rusty on a couple of them. So
It was. I like the moments where you go, I can't remember that spell.
quite upsetting for me, considering I knew them so well.
Yeah, so we had spell making. We had some art being made in houses whilst we were doing the kind of active TV as well. There was gluing from Eva, and she'd been sewing.
Yes.
Then there was the mermaid.
Mermaid. Yeah.
Brooke
And
made
the
mermaid.
unicorn from Sky.
Oh yes, yeah.
All magical creatures.
Oh, completely. And then Ryan.
Egg.
Cress and egg.
Yeah.
Oh, egg.
Classic
Egg
combo.
head. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well, the experiment, wasn't it?
it is an experiment because
Experiment.
he's got one at home.
Yeah.
It's had more sun
Yeah.
and a couple of extra days,
That's it.
which has grown.
Whoa.
And this one's just burst out.
Just bursting, isn't it? We just saw a bit of green.
Incredible.
Yep.
Incredible. And then we went for a little walk around the woods.
Oh yes, we went to an oak. We went to an oak that was retracting, but strong, still alive. And we looked at a bit of coppicing. We got a bit sidetracked there, but we came back to the oak, and what did we do? We measured it, and we measured its girth, and we talked about our own girth, slightly expanding in this shutdown time, and we measured it, and it was 270 centimetres, 270 centimetres, and we worked out, divided by 2.5. Who was it, Eva, who came up with the answer?
It was Eva.
It was Eva, and it was 108 years old, 108 years old.
108 years old, which was older than their grandmother's grandmother
Older than
for a
their
lot of the children.
Now, talking of grandmother's grandmother, one of them, who was it, who had a tree, she knew it was 60 years old.
That was Jess.
That was Jess.
Jess's dad said there was an oak tree in her garden
Yeah.
that was 60 years old, and you asked why.
Dad's dad knew. Dad's dad planted it. So we're going to check out. We're going to check out the 2.5. So I'm looking forward to that math coming back. And then we did Mel's favourite, which are here we are.
Goals.
Goals. And we found Mel found a tree, an oak, not a tree, an oak with young galls on it.
Yeah, on the bottom of a leaf here. Where is it?
You never find
Anyway, it's
it.
there.
Yeah.
Galls. So we looked at them and we talked about maybe looking further into galls at some point.
Yes. Yeah.
We did. And then there was Sage. We saw Sage. And Sage, like me, has been celebrating Beltane for the last week almost, because it's that time of year and summer is back. So we've been celebrating. And she was talking about how important the oak was to 300 different species who
She
live
did. She
upon
knew that,
the
didn't she?
oak.
And she had oak on her clothes, and her clothes were dyed out of oak.
Died out
I
of
didn't
oak.
know that.
And her hat was made out of deer skin that was tanned. with oak bark.
I loved how she reminded us to lean on an oak if we feel a bit worried in these times.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yes, she
The
did.
heart-to-heart connection, and that if you need a solid bit of wood, you can make it into a wand, you can make it into something special, and it will teach you how to be strong again.
That's right. And
Yeah.
it was
Well, that was
Morris,
really
wasn't it? Morris
top
said,
tip.
how does that work? How do you get supported from an oak tree? And Sage said, it's a heart-to-heart thing. You have to sit with the tree and feel the tree's heart, and the tree will feel your heart, and then you'll get support. And then we talked about how important oak trees were to our ancestors.
Yes.
And how much
Yes.
longer they've been on the planet than we have.
We did.
So do you know how long? Did you hear that?
No.
How long, Rachel, have oak trees been on this planet?
65 million years.
65 million years.
And how long have we been on the planet? Mel?
I've been on this particular point for 25 minutes, Rachel.
How long have humans been on the planet?
Tell me, Rachel.
You knew, I told you.
Tell me again, Rachel.
2 to 4 million.
2 to 4 million. It's hard to pinpoint it, really, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is hard to pinpoint.
So that means that oak trees have been on this planet
A lot longer
a
than
lot
us.
longer than us, which is why it takes millions of years to make oil.
Yes, yes.
And we've used it so quickly.
Yep.
And that took us on to one of who was it? Was it Ryan saying the
Yes.
environmental impact of the
Yes.
pandemic?
Yeah.
And he was discussing how because we're not flying and we're not driving everywhere, we're not consuming as much, how much better it's been on the planet, which we said would investigate more as well, didn't we?
Yes. Actually, that has to do with trees, because the trees are cleaning our air.
Completely. And without them, we wouldn't have the fossil fuels.
Yes. And there's that too. Yeah.
Oh, look! Oh my goodness! You know the little hole in that tree up there?
Yes.
A black bird just went in there.
In the ash.
And last year it was a woodpecker.
Oh, amazing.
Anyway, I'll keep an eye on it to
Yeah.
see what comes out, because
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that was a crow or if that was a magpie.
Huh. Right.
So there's things living in the woods. And then, after we saw sage,
Yes.
we came to look at the art.
Oh,
And it's just, tell us about the art, you two.
Well, it's an oak tree from Cayley Woods.
Beautiful.
How have you made it?
Found a piece of card, found some wallpaper paste, and got some tissue paper. There's some cotton from magazines. So a little bit of this and a little bit of that, of whatever we could find.
And then it was finalised by you, Rachel. What did you do?
I was shown only this morning how to put a piece of paper against the oak tree, and I used that as the outset, and then with a wax crayon rubbed so that the texture of the tree comes through, and then gave it back to Sue and she cut it out, and there in the picture is the real pattern from a real tree.
There is the picture, and there is the view. From the oak tree, there is the bark. Amazing. And then Meg, you were just brilliant on the technical stuff there
Thanks for
until...
coping so well, everybody, and kids at home, with the technological issue.
Yeah, we just had a flat battery
We just had a bit of a flat battery and then
The data out.
a data out.
and a data out. Us woodland creatures would be all right to whittle a spoon, but we couldn't
not.
whittle any more data. Unfortunately not.
Nice one, Will.
And that... Oh, we had the story at the end as well about the wild girl who was raised by beaver and wolf and bear and the oak tree. Yes, she escaped the hunter. Now,
See you next week then, I think.
next
Yes,
week, next week, hawthorn.
Hawthorn next week, yes.
Hawthorn is our tree of
Yeah.
choice.
It's flowering at the moment.
May blossom.
May blossom.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.